Hey everyone, welcome to the We the People weekday live stream. I'm Michael Pickens. I'm back, and we have Tony Kelly, who basically ran the show for an entire week all by herself. So thank you,
I'm
Tony.
I am very happy that you're back.
Thank
I
you.
am very happy. But I have payback coming for you because I'll be gone for 4 days in February in the end of the month. So
Well, I'm on it. Count
yeah,
me in.
right on. I thought it would be fun to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit, even though I actually didn't watch it. I've actually boycotted the Super Bowl. I was like a diehard Seahawks fan. Nobody in my family watches sports of any kind. I'm the sports person. And I would be in here screaming at the TV, and they'd be like, "What's wrong?" I'd be like, "Get out!" I was crazy. And then when COVID hit, I actually boycotted it because I was not a fan of their policies and everything for COVID.
Mhm.
And I just never got back into it because I found, I don't want to say better things to do, but just other things that to take up my interest. So I just never really got back into football after it.
You know, the way I look at it is that, you get emotionally involved in the game and your sports team, right? And then at the end of the game, if your team wins, you're like, we won, we won, we won. But the
Yeah.
reality is that you didn't win, you watched.
Right.
The people on the field won.
Right.
They won the game. And if you met them in the street, they wouldn't know who you were. So
Yeah.
it's like, how much effort and emotional energy do you want to put into a game that someone
Right.
else is playing? And you're
Right.
not playing in the game. You're not participating in the game at all.
Right. No. Oh my God. I was crazy. Like I would buy Bradford Exchange like purses. I would do it on payment plans because they're very expensive. But like I had to have it all. But anyway, so speaking of like your team, right? Like we
Yeah.
have Team Bad Bunny and Team Kid Rock. And so I thought this was hilarious, honestly, to watch and how far people took it. I
Yeah.
literally just saw something where now people are like, we all live in America, and you're showing like Canada, America, and South America because they have the word America in them because there's North America and South America. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah, well, Bad Bunny is from Puerto Rico, and technically he's a United States citizen. He is an American citizen.
that's the
So,
one that killed me too. I mean, like, are we really fighting over this? This is the dumbest shit. Look, his music isn't for me. I'd never heard of him before. And it
Bad
is
Bunny or Kid
not
Rock,
music I would listen to.
yeah, both of those artists, I have no interest in listening to them
Yeah,
at
see,
all.
now I would definitely be more likely to see, like, to watch Kid Rock. I didn't watch either, but I would be more likely to watch Kid Rock. I saw him in my 20s. Like, I was a huge Kid Rock fan. I saw him actually with Limp Bizkit.
Nice.
But so I'd be more likely to listen to him. But this whole fighting, and did you get to see some of the crazy shit that was online over this stuff?
Yeah, the way that I look at it is like, whichever one you want to watch that. If you don't want to watch either, don't watch either. Like, who cares? I don't care.
I did
It's
this.
not
Yeah,
it's
I
not a
don't
real
care.
issue. It's not a
Yeah,
real issue. Like, where's
that's
the Epstein list, the unredacted Epstein list? Like, what
yeah,
we're about to have war with Iran. We're talking about the different halftime shows for a sports ball game
right.
that
And
has
they're not
real.
even like 15-minute shows. Like, so we're fighting over 15 minutes of our life
Yep.
that you don't ever get back to watch somebody who you probably don't really care about anyway.
Yep.
So whatever. But yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny. That being said, though, I don't necessarily want to get into it, but I had a thought today on the Epstein files because I saw something absolutely insane. And do you know what this is going to cause again? And it didn't even dawn on me because there's so much crazy in there, right? Unfortunately, none of it's been shocking to me, but crazy nonetheless.
Yeah.
They're going to, like, QAnon crap is going to come back, and they're making it look like it's in the Epstein files. So if you don't go double check and actually go and check into this stuff, you're going to believe the most it's crazy enough. Like the reality is crazy. But like I just saw a post about Biden in a mask, and there's confirmation of it in the Epstein files. Like
In a mask? What do you mean?
oh, okay. So there was a really insane thing that went around for I don't know if people still believe it. I have no idea, but that Biden was literally in a mask, and then like who was under the mask? Guess who was under the mask?
Who?
Obama. Yeah. So my only question was ever like, okay, but why? What's the point? Well, because Obama wanted a third term. Okay. And why? Like, why would they make Joe Biden look so completely incompetent if it was Obama in a mask who speaks so eloquently? Like, I know he's full of crap, but God, do I love listening to him. Anyway, so it's going to bring up all that kind of stuff again, which I'm not looking forward to. Trying to debunk all that stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So in the midst of all that, Kennedy actually did an amazing Super Bowl ad for real food. So this was the best thing that came out of the Super Bowl, in my opinion. So let me play that.
My sister's name was Denise. She died of obesity at 25. She had a heart attack. I was so fat and nasty. I would eat anything. I was like 345 pounds. A quart of ice cream every hour. I had so much self-hate when I was like that. I just wanted to kill myself. We're the most powerful country in the world, and we have the most obese, fudgy people. Something has to be done about processed food in this country.
That's awesome.
I love that so much. That is probably the best commercial. Okay. Well, I didn't watch anything but that commercial. So I guess can't say that. But to me, that has got to be probably the best commercial that there could possibly be, because that's such a big deal right now, right? Like his whole thing that he's pushing is for real food. And I don't think that people understand or realize how much the food industry is destroying everybody's health. And, a lot of people don't even realize that the tobacco industry, when they were getting shut down and weren't going to be able to make their cigarettes as toxic anymore, or weren't going to be able to continue going down that road, they started buying up food companies. So, you have tobacco companies going to food companies. And why would they do that? Well, that was so that they could then control the food industry and make all of our food toxic. Like they know the amount of times you chew equals when your brain knows it's full, right?
Oh, really?
So all of our food ends up soft, and you don't have to chew it much. And so now you have all of this toxic food with all the chemicals. It's easy to eat, and you never know that you're full. So you just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat.
Yeah, I can see that, because you're not eating real food.
Mm-hmm.
Processed mush.
Yeah. Yeah. And, don't get me wrong. I don't shy away from some of it myself. I just bought a bag of, what was it? This is how often we buy it. I can't think of what it is. Sour cream and onion, cheddar and sour cream chips. Is that it? Cheddar and sour cream? The orange ones? Got so much food dye in it. Who knows? But tastes good.
And seed oils.
Yeah.
Canola.
Yeah. But we buy that like no, we buy that like once in a blue moon, and it takes us a month to eat a bag.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what I thought was interesting. Was that was my big thing from the Super Bowl, was that ad and promoting real food.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's a great ad. I kind of watched the Super Bowl a little bit, but I wasn't like really paying attention. I didn't care about commercials. I hate commercials anyways. It's just propaganda for whatever they're trying to sell me. So
yeah. Yeah, I totally
But I like
agree.
that there was some good propaganda in there on eating real food. I mean,
Right?
yeah,
It's got
that's
to
some
be a
positive stuff.
highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how's your trip been down there? What's the weather?
Oh, I am outside right now. It's like 75 today, so it's nice in Arizona.
Nice.
Sun's
Oh,
sun's
I kept
going down.
thinking
Oh,
that
it's
you were in
84.
Nevada.
I went through Nevada. I drove through Nevada, but I'm in Arizona
Oh,
right now.
gotcha. So
Yep,
yeah, it's
it is.
still nice there.
Yep, 84. Been outside most of the day, working outside, which is nice. Not cooped up in the house because it's too cold and wet and rainy outside, like it usually is on
Pouring,
the coast.
pouring
Yeah.
rain. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah. So when whoever was watching the Super Bowl, did they watch Bad Bunny or the other one? Kid
I
Rock?
wasn't. I wasn't at someone's house, so
Oh.
yeah. I was eating dinner at a place, and then I went to another place when the halftime show started. So,
Oh, gotcha. So you don't even know who they turned on.
nope, no idea. Don't really
Yeah.
care.
I know. It's funny. I went to Costco because I knew it would be dead.
Yeah, see, that was a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
went
like,
and had dinner, and there was like one other table in there. Like, and I just did some work while the game was playing, on the TV.
yeah. I'm surprised it wasn't more crowded. Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have like 20 minutes left, and I guess we can either call it quits or you can tell me your favorite thing that you've seen in the Epstein files. Oh, not favorite thing. That's bad. That's not what I mean. I mean like the thing that shocked you the most that you already knew was true, but was still horrified to see the reality.
Yeah, see, the problem with the Epstein files is that they've released them redacted,
Yeah,
right? So they've covered up all of the people who are sending those emails, which it needs to be public information. Those people need to be held accountable,
right.
and then they need to be prosecuted. Like, they're letting these people off. These are some of the most heinous crimes that I've ever heard of in my entire life. And our government is refusing to release the names of the people who perpetrated these crimes. And there's hundreds of women who are testifying saying that they were sexually abused, physically abused. And like, our government isn't taking any of that testimony seriously, right? But they do at the local level. Like, if a woman at the local level were to accuse someone in the community of rape, that local police department is going to take it seriously. They're going to investigate. They're going to arrest that person. They're going to interrogate that person. But at the highest levels of government, with these powerful people, billionaires and multimillionaires and hedge fund brokers and politicians and everything else, like hundreds of women saying that they were sexually and physically abused, our government is not taking their testimony as credible, which,
Right.
it doesn't make any logical sense. It makes sense when you think about how the government is protecting these powerful people, regardless of political affiliation. Like, these people are being protected by the United States government, by the CIA and the FBI, and there's nothing we can do about it. These people are still walking free, and I still have to pay my traffic ticket, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it's just ridiculous at the level of corruption at the highest levels in our government. And it's not just Republicans, it's Democrats too, because when Biden was in power, they didn't want to release it either. So
That's what I don't understand. Why don't people see that? And then the thing that really confuses me is how people cannot comprehend like all of the back and forth switching, right? Like
yeah,
I was so excited. So we've talked about this, right? I had some pretty severe TDS, which I got over with Kennedy. And then I had hope for Trump because I saw the people that he was bringing in, the people he was listening to, and they all seemed, these are very anti-establishment people, and to listen to them flip. I mean, like Kennedy thankfully is in a position that it's difficult for him to do his job because he has to fight the big corporations, right? People don't understand how much power they have, and the fact that he's getting anything done, even just to change the food pyramid, is mind-boggling to me. I'm honestly shocked at how much he's accomplished in this first year. It's incredible. I'm loving it. But it does make me question sometimes, like, what is what's their back door to this? Because why would they be agreeing to all of it so easily? But that's a whole nother topic for another time. But, it blows my mind that people can't see how, why can't I think of his name? The one that just left to go back to his show, Bongino. Like, that was completely flip-flopped.
Oh, yeah.
Completely flip-flopped. His first show he had back on Trump talking about how great he is.
Yeah, and you know what? He was going to release the Epstein files, and he was going to go after the corruption and do all this, and he got into appointment into the political position, and then he just completely folded. Folded. Nope, nothing in the Epstein files. Nope. Nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
It's just, it just goes to show the level of corruption. How much did he get paid off?
Right. Or what do they have on him? Because I don't think Trump is a good guy. I don't think that he's necessarily Epstein bad guy. I don't think he's bad on that level, but I don't think he's a good guy. And I think that they have to have something on him in some other way. Or I've heard that his companies are getting the construction contracts, or he's involved somehow with the construction contracts in Gaza, right? So maybe that's how they're enticing him to keep his mouth shut. I don't know.
I'm sure. I think Trump is a really bad guy. He had those pageants for years. There's got to be more to it. They've got stuff on him too for him to fold as well.
I try to have a little hope, Michael, every now and then.
Yeah, I'm an apocalyptimist. I know the world's going to shit, but somehow I think it's all going to turn out okay.
I think it's going to turn out great. We have people like you and I and all the people with We the People who actually care and want to make change. So I do have very high hopes for us. But it's, we're in a very depressing position right now because of everything that's going on. But then it's not, because we have so many people waking up to everything that's happening and their eyes are being opened. I see so many people that are so close, but they still got that left-right thing happening, where they're just still not real sure. And, they're really having a hard time letting go of that guy that I love isn't necessarily a good guy,
Yeah.
I went through that with Obama. I still go through that with Obama because I really, really liked him and I really liked the way he talks. So I never want him to, I don't like it when things come out. My vision of his was destroyed years ago, but I still like to have false hope. Yeah. It makes me feel good.
Well, we'll see what happens, in the near future. Because there's a lot of people still pushing for it, especially like Thomas Massie.
Right.
They're giving them access to all the unredacted files. So he's going to name names.
That's going to be incredible. I hope to God he does. I mean, he can't blow up his career. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're already trying to do that for him. So, I mean, he's got my vote for anything he ever wants to do if he holds to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know the Trump administration is going after his campaign big time. So.
Yeah, of course, because they don't want any of that out there.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. Well, my parting thought, I think we're good here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think people need to check out everything. Like, don't believe that you can very, very easily go and look up stuff on the Epstein files yourself. It is not It is not
Okay.
difficult at all. So check out some of this stuff before you just blindly believe it. And, and then venture down some of those rabbit holes that are true, because boy, do those lead to some interesting places. And then, of course, make sure that you are following us. And if you, feel compelled and like what we're doing, please, consider donating. And even better than that, anybody who is interested in running for office, that would be amazing, because, we really do hold so much power at the bottom of everything. The power's in our hands. We just have to take it. So I put the website in there, and you guys can get more information. Reach out if you have any questions, any of that good stuff. Did I miss anything?
No, it sounds good. If you like what we're doing, you can head over to WTPWA.com and donate.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right on. All right. Have a good night, Michael.
Yeah, you too, Tony. Thanks so much.
Bye.